Hey sweet crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. I actually put together some really cute Valentine decor pieces using some new Dollar Tree items that I actually love how all of these turned out. Some really fun, unique ideas that I think you're gonna love. Please hit the thumbs up button and let's get started. I shared these in a recent haul that I'll have linked down below if you want to watch that, but some new items I'm seeing out for Valentine's Day. I loved these little jars, and I feel like if you had like a girl's bathroom or for a girl's bedroom, like on their dresser, you could put hair ties or anything like that in there. But to dress these up, I am just adding one to one of these chunky little candle holders that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I glued it to the top. You can use a stronger adhesive if you want to, other than just hot glue, but filled these up with little conversation hearts and thought they looked absolutely adorable just styled together. Next, I was dying to make a box of fake chocolates, so like a fake heart candy of chocolate. So I found these mini styrofoam balls at Dollar Tree, and I knew they would be perfect for the little treat. So all I had to do was make a holder. So I'm using one of the wire wreath frames, and I'm gluing it to a wooden heart, just tacking it in place. And then I actually picked up my mini baking cups from Hobby Lobby, but you can find these at Walmart or Michael's. But the little styrofoam balls fit perfect in here, so I just wanted to arrange them on this heart and see how many styrofoam balls that I needed to paint. So the easiest way to paint them was to stick them on a little skewer stick. I had already broken these in half so that I wouldn't use as many, and then go ahead and just paint them with what I have on hand. I didn't love this color, but I didn't want them all to be the same color, so I just tried to mix a couple of colors together to get a light, medium, and darker chocolate before adding these to the baking cups. Now I'm trying to make a little hanger or door hanger or wreath, but you could easily glue these into like any of the Dollar Tree boxes, gift boxes, to make like a fake little box. I didn't love the gaps in between the chocolate pieces, so I did have a fun idea to kind of fold up the little cupcake paper, and that is going to add in a ton more color and texture and really just fill in those spaces. But go ahead and just kind of stuff them in different places with the colorful paper. And then this glue gun was already preloaded with this dark hot glue stick that I found on Amazon. I'll have those linked down below, but it's just a brown glue stick. This is perfect. I used this for Christmas time whenever I was making some like fake desserts and drinks like hot cocoa. So this worked perfect. I just did it on the lighter ones, and I was going to try to look for a white puff paint to put on the darker ones, but then I didn't think that I would like that bright white inside of all the chocolates, so I decided to skip that, and I actually like it how it is. Now I'm not really 100% sure on the satin ribbon. If I had a different ribbon choice, maybe I should have just did like the plain burlap ribbon, because it just seemed like a lot of pink satin for me, but I just went ahead and went with it. I still think it's really fun. It's really bright and colorful for Valentine's Day. I love the color pink and adding that into the decor because that's like the only season that I really add a ton of pink. So I just tried to keep adding things to it until I loved it. But I am using some of the Dollar Tree Plus section ribbon, which is a little bit more pricey, but I feel like you are getting like a lot more bang for your buck. This is like large ribbon that looks really pretty and makes projects look a little bit more high-end than the super thin ribbon. But this is how it turned out. I think it's really cute and colorful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you know that you can actually use these window decorations as stencils? These work perfect if you like making your own DIY signs and decor pieces. I'm using one of these large wooden pieces, blank pieces from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and paint it pink behind where I want the stencil to show up at. So I didn't love how light pink this pink ballet slipper paint is from Walmart in the Waverly chalk paint, so I'm adding a little bit of red to it to get a little bit more of a hot pink color. And I regret not painting the entire sign just because I felt like it was a little bit harder to cover the pink paints. I just should have went ahead and made it all pink before painting it white so that it was nice and even. You can't tell it, I just had to add a couple of extra coats of the white paint, but this is the stencil I went with, or the window cling. It says hugs and kisses. I thought I was going to be able to like have a couple of chances to rearrange it, but once it stuck to there, it was nice and stuck, so I did not try to peel it back up. And then I'm just leaving that down. I go ahead and cover the edges with some masking tape, or painter's tape would work, just so I can keep that beautiful natural wood frame, and then remove the window clings. So I always take my projects outside, and I actually spray painted this whenever we were having like the 0-degree temperatures and all of that snow was on the ground. So I ended up having to bring it inside and let it completely dry, but I still think it turned out really, really good. Like I mentioned, I did spray it extra just to cover up all of that pink backing, and then I let this completely dry, and then it was time to add in the fun extra details or embellishments. So I put a little wood bead hanger at the top, just using some Dollar Tree beads, and then this also came from Dollar Tree, this big chunky heart in like a pack of hearts, and then I added a little ribbon to the top. But this is a really cute sign, only took a couple of bucks to put together, really easy to do, but I love all of the pink during Valentine's Day, so this is a perfect way to get to incorporate the fun colors as well as getting to decorate it any way that you would like. Banners are one of my favorite things to do for Valentine's Day. I think it's because it's not like making a huge piece of artwork or something where you have to rearrange your decor that's already like put back from Christmas. This is just something that you can add to the bottom of a shelf or a table and then easily take it back down, but it adds that like little playfulness of color and it just adds in decor. For this banner, I did pick it up in the Crafter Square section, and I did every other one. So I glued wooden hearts, started with the red hearts, and then in between those, I just went in with some light pink polka dots using the pink ballet slipper paint, and then added some fun ribbon in between. I guess in between Valentine's and Easter is the best time to look for ribbon at Dollar Tree if you love colorful, like girly ribbon. I always love to stock up and have some on hand, but using and like mixing the 3 different like colors and patterns just makes it look so neat, I think, and adds so much color and texture to this. I didn't even get it hung up in time for this video, but I wanted to share with you what it looked like. I think it's absolutely adorable and will add so many fun colors for Valentine's Day. And then pouring candles is one of my favorite projects to do, especially whenever I can add tons of pinks and sparkles in here. So I just picked up a couple of these heart tins. I removed the lids, set those to the side, and then I always like to take my hot glue gun and fill in the seam or the crack at the bottom so that there's not going to be any wax pouring out. Now I do like to cover my workspace because no matter how many times I do this, I do get wax like out of the bottom of these. They still leak out, but the wax is going to create a seal, so after it sets for just a few seconds, no more is going to come out, so you don't have to worry about it damaging your furniture or anything like that later on. I am not going to melt these or recommend anyone else melting these. I am just making these for decor purposes only, but I do go ahead and melt down my candles, pour them into the heart tins after the hot glue had cooled, cooled, I put the little wick in the center with a little bamboo stick holding it in place. And then I really wanted to dress these up. So for this one, I have a little heart mold. You can find heart molds at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree, but these are a little bit smaller. They come from Hobby Lobby. And then for the other one, I'm going to be adding the sparkles. Now these candles did set before I got a chance to make these little heart wax pieces. So I do pour in just a little bit more of melted wax right on top so then I can decorate them. It still set up faster than I wanted it to because I wanted to be able to push those little wax hearts down in place. So I would just do these one at a time. But for the first one, I just added in some glitter. And like I said, I'm not going to burn these, just dressing these up for decor purposes. But I think it looks really fun how it's like actually cools off and dries in the wax. Now you can see what I was talking about, actually pushing these little wax hearts down inside the wax. It was soft, but it had cooled off quite a bit in just a couple of minutes, so I would wait and do this last minute. But I still feel like they turned out really, really cute. It almost looks like little mini conversation hearts, but love these for decor purposes only. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Please leave me a big thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.